Battle of Germantown took place on October 4th, 1777, in Germantown, Pennsylvania. Previously, George Washington and his troops had been defeated at Brandywine on September 26. Britain captured Philadelphia, and the Americans wanted to attack again. Washington then sent 11,000 troops to attack the British who were stationed in Germantown. The military goals of each side were simple. Washington wanted to attack the British forces while he still had the numerical advantage. Using 4 columns, he planned to attack the British army in Germantown. Howe's plan was to simply keep control of Philadelphia, gained during the Battle of Brandywine, while defeating Washington's columns.
The battle itself ended up being quite difficult for the Americans. Before even reaching the British Army camp, one of Washington's columns encountered an outpost and battled a small amount of troops. Those at the outpost fired their guns in warning to their British commanders, and therefore destroying the Americans' plan of surprise. However, Howe took the warning as a sign that a raiding party was on its way, not the Americans. So he kept on the move, trekking through a thick fog that decided to settle down earlier that day. Eventually, the Americans reached Chief Justice Chew, where they engaged in a battle with more British troops. Stephen, who was leading a column nearby, heard the shot and ignored plans to go over and help at Chew House. However, the British turned the tables when it was battling the other 2 columns. They attacked a column led by Greene and captured Colonel Matthews and his 9th Virginia Regiment. As the British attacked some more, Greene decided to backtrack up the main road to the northwest. Unfortunately, it was at this point where Washington's plan was destroyed, and they moved back 16 miles. Eventually, they had to retreat. The outcome of this battle is obvious. The British won. However, many Americans believe that it was a stroke of bad luck, and that it wasn't about how the battle was fought. Regardless of who won, the Battle of Germantown raised American morale. Following the events of Germantown, few things happened. First of all, it played a major role in convincing the French to help the Americans later on in the war. They focused on how Americans fought rather than whether or not they won. The French joining the Americans later on really helped them during the Revolutionary War. As mentioned before, American morale was boosted despite the loss.